Alright, welcome to this episode of my playthrough of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. We are currently sneaking into the Attre Villa because the guards at the front door wouldn't let us. And the reason we're doing that is because we want to talk to Rosa Attre, the daughter of Ambassador Attre, who we've met before. Because she was an acquaintance of Dandelion, and we know that Ciri and Dandelion had reunited. And so we're trying to find out where Ciri is by finding out where Dandelion is, and we need to talk to all of Dandelion's acquaintances in order to find out where he is. So without any further ado, let's continue to sneak into the Attre Villa and see if we can find Rosa. Ominous bell tolling.
You fancy men like me? Whole town's going on about it. So no point playing hard to get, sugar puss.
It's Lady Attre to you. And I'd advise you to sod off, sugar puss, before I report this to Papa. Who are you? Why are you here? Answer this instant or I'll summon the guards.
Sorry to sneak in, miss. I'm Geralt, a friend of the bard Dandelion.
Geralt of Rivia? The famed witcher of the ballads?
What are you doing here, vagrant? How'd you get in? I let no one in the front, my lady. I swear it on the great sun.
Not a word. I'll handle this. Hold your tongue, sir. This is Frederick Francis de Bergerac, my new swordplay instructor, correct? Show him to the training room. I shall join him shortly.
But my lady's a witcher. Said so himself back by the gates.
Captain, do you truly believe Rosa Attre would train with random clods calling themselves swordmasters? No. The Attres demand the very best. Thus, we've hired a witcher. Take him to the training room. Now.
As you say, miss. I hope you realise what you've got yourself into.
Hope so too.
Miss Rosa's got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword. Grab a wooden one. And take care not to hurt the little miss. Or you'll earn the ambassador's ire. Follow me.
Is what I'm doing.
You're my new instructor. Well, well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start with. I must know your worth.
He's only level 5, so...
You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
Am I imagining things? Didn't we just have this conversation in the garden?
The garden? Yes, yes. In the garden. So, what was it you said? Why are you here?
That's suspicious.
Before I ask, gotta admit, you do pretty well with a sword. One pointer. Don't expose your left flank when you dodge.
Oh, I know. Terrible habit. Can't seem to get rid of it. I'd hoped to find someone in Novigrad who could help me to do so. But don't you dare try to dazzle me with advice. Already admitted you're not here to give me lessons.
Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship.
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch.
Ah. He has a sister.
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one?
You were saying?
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Stop flaunting and fight! Damn it! Well, if you're not an instructor, you should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
Yeah, sure. I'm curious where this goes.
Can't rightly refuse a request from a lady.
What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna var Attre, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Hang on. So it was you in the garden?
Of course it was me. Why, did Rosa try to play you for a fool? Don't be mad. We've done this since we were children. People have always mistaken us for one another.
Dandelion have trouble keeping you straight, or care to explain what this is about?
Can someone please explain what this is all about? Which of you met with Dandelion?
No need to get angry, instructor. I'll explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Calm down, ladies. No poet's worth two sisters nipping at each other's throats.
Especially not this one.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
Dandelion act any different lately? Notice anything strange?
Strange? Not really. It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored she'd hardly notice if he turned into a werewolf. Edna, what? You needn't pretend he followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery. Unusual even for Dandelion.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenford professors. He ended up quizzing us about Margrave Henkel.
Who?
Eccentric old coot. Died recently. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of the arts as a young man.
Bet sophisticated young ladies like you know a bunch about politics.
We've picked up a few things. What would you like to know?
Wonder how the war's going. Any outcome looming?
Papa says much depends on Radovid, and on who captures Novigrad first.
What's Novigrad got to do with it? Free city. Never taken sides. Always stayed out of conflicts.
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home to the world's largest fleet. And they say the city's treasury is bursting with enough to equip 2 armies.
Emperor continuing to push north. Courtiers must be ecstatic.
His confidants must be. But Papa says that's not likely to last much longer.
Why not?
Papa says the war's disrupting trade, and people are tired of financing the Emperor's adventures.
Changing subjects. Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or trebarits. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course.
This woman. Not a local, right?
I seem to remember him praising her melodious Kaviri accent. Makes sense. He referred to her as Kalonetta a few times. Bizarre names are common in Kavir.
Gotta ask Zoltan about this Kalonetta. Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again. Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
House here, tomorrow. Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher.
Oh boy. 2 identical sisters. That's trouble. Go to the Attre residence tomorrow to give Rosa fencing lessons, as well as Broken Flowers is updated to consult with Zoltan.
Okay, Swex. KSN?
Especially since they both seem to have a penchant for toying with people.
Well, another freak. Be gone.
I'm gonna look around. Just because you said that. Not a whole heck of a lot interesting. And who are you?
Simpleton! You ought to shave. Get a haircut.
You're the one who keeps walking into me. I'm gonna go upstairs. Because I can. A bunch of stuff to loot, but I'm not gonna. Don't really need to.
Is it true elves make soup out of kids? Start ripping at his nails.
Refusing to bow.
Now, on my way back to Zoltan, I am going to take a look at a couple things here. So first of all, I'm going to go to this and see what this quest is.
But I don't
Spend all night spanking Gore. So tired you'll positively fail.
It takes a great deal of arrogance to call a pyre salvation from sin.
Elven blood, eh?
Well, that was a mistake. So I'm just going to quickly meditate.
I'm going to be a butcher when I grow up.
See the empty ship? No one knows that. Who it belongs to.
Oh, it's this dumbass again.
Prepare for battle! You shall not have it easy this time!
Brought friends? Huh. They all pledged to defend Maid Bilberry's honor too?
No. No, they defend justice! For it is only fair you face a threesome.
Is that so?
Yes! For you are a rogue and a cheat, sir! You never revealed yourself to be a witcher!
Fine, I'll fight you all. No, I am going to fight you, or just go home.
You'd better go home, get some sleep, think things over tomorrow.
Wise words. Don't know about you two, but I'm feeling a bit sleepy.
Yeah. We're done here.
Oh, you moron. Alright, and next I'm going to go to this notice board, see what comes up.
Life, you gotta take fire with cheers back.
Right. Worth seeing.
And how? Buxom lasses from the lands already taken by Nilfgaard.
Important! Do not fondle the merchandise. Fondled goods must be purchased by the fondler, the City Council of the Free City of Novigrad. Quick coin in a pinch. Need coin fast? Those blasted non-humans at the Vivaldi Bank say your credit's no good? Come see me. No paperwork required. No questions asked. No limits. Loans available in Hochlandian francs. Han Euchre. Annual interest rate 700%. Haha. Reminder, most honorable townspeople, please remember to warn any passers-by who might currently be found beneath your window before emptying out your chamber pots. The City Council of the Free City of Novigrad. Beware of thief. Sunday last, someone broke into the merchant Gin Longobardi's cellar, taking out of it a barrel of triple mead. Around the time of the break-in, witnesses saw a thin, bald man rolling a barrel down the street and giggling to himself. The thief was also noticed to be singing a rude song in which he called himself Audrin. If anyone knows the perpetrator's current whereabouts, they are asked to contact the injured party immediately. Stay out of the sewers. We would like to inform all venerable residents of Novigrad that last week the Temple Guard fished 3 bodies out of the following descriptions out of the city sewers. Male of moderate age, clad in rich apparel, with a birthmark on his upper shoulder. Female, elderly, dressed in a blue nightshirt, numerous blunt trauma wounds all over her body. Male, young, naked, indecent tattoo on his groinal area. These bodies will be examined and identified by the end of the month, then cremated. We would like to take this opportunity to warn our dear townsmen and women against entering the sewers. Despite continual efforts on the part of our brave Temple Guard, they remain an extraordinarily dangerous place. City Council of the Free City of Novigrad. Beware! Haunted house and cheating merchant. To all upstanding residents of Novigrad, hark the words and warning of a loyal fellow townsman. Do no business with that blackguard de Junkier. Though his line is held in high esteem and considered honorable, he himself is a swine and a cheat. He sold me a residence at a most attractive price, knowing all the while the house was haunted. There can be no thought of inhabiting it, for an evil spirit torments all who set foot therein. For now, the ghost contents itself with rattlings and prankings, but who knows what foul deeds it will turn to in time. Let then anyone with half a bit of wit about them stay far away from said home, and never make a deal of any sorts with this defrauding disjunkier. Visit the haunted house again. Alright, I think we can do that. Let's see what, I think it was Sarah, is up to.
Well, you wanted braids.
But I didn't want my hair pulled.
Can't have one without the other.
Then I don't want them. Witcher. Kareen, look who's come.
Live here together now? Didn't know.
Once you told me Sarah had been responsible for my nightmares, I decided to see if the devil was as scary as they paint him. Or her. I came in to find not a fiend, but our little Sarah. And I can't say why, but we took a liking to one another immediately.
Long ago, to isolate themselves from a world of beasts, humans began building cities. But since beasts prowl within stone walls as well as they do outside them, this did not allay human fears. The truth is, walls guarantee no one's safety. The place where you lock yourself in and lock all else out, that's not your home. Your home is sometimes a place you travel long and far to find.
Yes?
Cool. Alright, and let's head back to Zoltan and talk to him and see what he has to say. And Geralt continues to be bad with that particular set of stairs.
How are you keeping, Bobby? Miss your Zoltan, you old bird? What's this? Haven't even drunk her water? Naughty bird. Now repeat. Savoury crackers.
Well, Zoltan's tidied this place up quite significantly.
Ah, you're back! You met Poppy? She ought to start talking any day now.
That Field Marshal Duda's replacement? The Marshal was a parrot, you do remember, right? Where'd you get her?
At auction. Some mage's estate went under the hammer. Witch hunters and the Eternal Fire joined forces, staked out his place and rounded the sorry sap up, put his things up for sale. Happened to be passing by and saw this out. Came with her own cage.
How could you resist?
Could they? It weren't possible. Ah, but dandelions what matters now. So, how'd you do? Learn much?
Tell me what you've got first.
A few bruises and a torn doublet. Otherwise, not much of note. He wasn't staying with any of them. Not seen hide nor hair of him in ages. All I learned was a few of Dandelion's pick-up lines of dubious worth.
Think I might have something better.
What are you waiting for? Let's have at it!
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he had been acting strange. Also mentioned he'd been seeing someone else. Thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't on my list.
What's she supposedly like, this lass?
Blonde, from Kovir. The Troberids, apparently, named Kalinetta or something like that.
That makes it clear as crystal. It's Priscilla. Aye. Must be her.
Who's this Priscilla?
A Troberids, like you said. Quite popular of late. Picture Dandelion with a pair of tits, and you've got the general idea.
Interesting image. So how'd Dandelion handle meeting his female double?
I think he fell in love.
What can I say? Could be he finally met his match.
She's his match, all right. Maybe more. Laddie's head's on fire. Lassie's got him whirling.
All right. Guess we gotta talk to her.
Priscilla works for the Mummers troupe. Reynard and the Foxen. Whenever they're in town, she performs nightly at the Kingfisher.
Mean we've been sentenced to an evening of poetry?
Must you always? This'll be true poetry, Geralt. You'll see.
So meet Zoltan in the Kingfisher Inn after sundown.
Zoltan?
Geralt!
Saw burning pyres when I arrived in Novigrad.
Yes, Felicia Corey, a sorceress that was. The crowd came for the other burned that day. And Doppler, crafty wee bugger who'd spent years masquerading as Chappelle, commander of the Temple Guard. It was Caleb Menge who exposed him, executed him, and promptly took his post.
Met that Doppler years ago, just after he'd assumed Chappelle's identity and form. Wasn't all that surprised when the Church of the Eternal Fire turned tolerant to freaks, opened up a bit to magic and mages.
Well, that's all changed now. Every mage who came here seeking refuge is now caught in a trap.
Novigrad doesn't seem like a safe place anymore. What's keeping you here?
I was keen on starting my own enterprise, but nothing came of it. Nevertheless, I took on some debt. Got to pay it back now. I'd like to blame it on the war or human treachery, but the truth is, I've got my own thick skull to blame. Rather not dwell on it, Geralt, if you don't mind.
Nice talking to you, Zoltan. See you later.
Well, I think before we go to meet Zoltan in the Kingfisher Inn after sundown, I want to do the training for the Var Attre sister.
Street covered in gum.
So, because I think both of those are going to be a bit longer, I think I'm going to call it into the episode here. You know the drill, click over there. Join me next time when we head to the Var Attre residence and see if we can give Rosa some more fencing lessons. See if Edna, I think it was, see if she gets up to any more tricks. See you then.